VCAL BB presents The Music Show.
Hello, and welcome to 2Sweet Music. I am your host, Hannah. Now, music is a basic thing that a lot of teenagers use. We basically use it every single day. I know I do. Music is a good way to stimulate our minds, and music can also help us when we are not happy or when we just want to have something to dance around to. One of my singers, obviously, is Ed Sheeran. Now, Ed Sheeran is a really great singer. He is one of the most popular singers in our generation today. He is a singer-songwriter who first gained attention for his hit 2011 song, The A-Team. I love The A-Team. You should go check that song out. I absolutely love The A-Team. Now, Ed Sheeran is someone who is pure in what he sings. He writes about other people's pain and turns it into something special, which is something amazing that not many other singers can do. Ed Sheeran is also a number one hit song solo artist. He has written many, many songs, just like his new album, Divide. I love that album so much. So beautiful. The words he sings and everything is just amazing. Ed Sheeran, he's one of those people who you can just listen to over and over and over again without getting sick of. For me, Ed Sheeran kind of just stimulates me and sends me into a place where I don't even think about anything bad. He is the best singer, I think. So he does a lot of collabs, but one of my favorite songs from Ed is Perfect, and that was from his Divide album. Perfect is about his fiancée, and I just get blown away every time I hear that song because he is just so pure in what he sings. He just doesn't worry about other things, and he does a lot of things for the community. Like on YouTube, he helps out these foreign countries and makes sure that they're okay. And this is what makes him such a popular artist and a person that can be admired for over and over and over again. Honestly, he is amazing. So some family lives, his brother Matthew is also a singer, which I didn't even know. So that's something new I've learnt. He is the cousin of TV presenter Gordon Buns. So that is amazing. He previously dated fellow singer Ellie Goulding. So that is pretty good. And one of my other favourite songs of Ed Sheeran's, it features Ed Sheeran, which is Everything Has Changed by Taylor Swift. And this features Ed in it. And they've got a beautiful clip of this whole ride. Now, a lot of you would have heard of the song Shape of You. That is the most played song on the radio, I think. And I love it. Then you've got Lego House. Oh, Lego House is so beautiful. I absolutely love that song. Ed Sheeran is one of those singers who just can send you away into beautiful. The dimensions of his voice is one of the best I've ever heard. The way he tones out his voice and the way he's just so calm, and I love how diverse he is. He can really sing well, and he doesn't even use much auto tune, if any. Ed Sheeran is one of those singers who a lot of people would pay loads of money just to go see him. His network is 65 million USD dollars from 2017, and that is absolutely amazing. Now, we all know that Ed has a little someone, and that is Sherry Seaborn. She has been dating Ed since 2015, and man, she is lucky. Ed can just. I can't even explain what Ed can do with his voice. The way he just tones it, and the way he's just perfect. I absolutely love him. Now we are on to some interesting facts about Ed Sheeran. I am really looking forward to finding out some of these amazing facts about him. Now, Ed Sheeran was born on the 17th of February 1991 in West Yorkshire, England. His full name is Edward Christopher Sheeran. Now, for me, that name is adorable. Some of his music. Ed started singing in a local church choir from the age of 4. And that is an achievement, to see how far he has come along with his writing and singing. He just has come a long way. During his childhood, the Beatles, Bob Dylan, and Eminem were and are some of the biggest musical influences for him. I've heard that Eminem. Now, this might be something new for some of you. A really fun fact. Someone who might love tattoos, well, you might want to hear about this. Ed Sheeran has got over 100 tattoos, including a ketchup bottle, cup of tea, Puss in Boots, Pingu the phrase, Fiesta Lente, a family tree, and a selection of Van Gogh's Starry Night. And I love that painting, so that is some interesting facts that I never even knew about him. His fans are called Sheeros, and his first debut album was Plus. I suggest you go check out some of those songs in Plus album. He was quite young when he wrote that album, actually. But wow. Just from the very first songs he wrote, he still had the capability of writing number 1 hit songs. And I honestly admire that. As a singer myself, I would just want to be exactly like that. I want to know how he moves and what motivates him and what his inspiration is in the world of music. Ed Sheeran has honestly been a huge inspiration for me. Ed Sheeran also has given names to his guitars. Some of them are Lloyd, Flex, Cyril, and Nigel. Now, that is amazing to be able to know that someone just names their objects and their guitars. That's amazing. He has got so many guitars. If you've seen any of the collections he has, it is crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. He's honestly amazing, and it's just so funny to think that someone so young and someone who got teased so badly in school because of his hair. Yes, he got teased because of his hair color. Now, I'm not sure what kids were like back then when he was our age, but to me that sounds disgraceful. Teasing someone because of their hair color. No one wanted to be his friend. But he certainly showed them what they were put in for. Now he is one of the most talked about singers in 2017, 2018, and possibly 2019. We'd never even know. And that just inspires me. Absolutely inspires me. I absolutely just find Ed Sheeran amazing. He has got such a beautiful harmonized voice, and when he sings with other people, I just get sent away into this whole other world. It takes me away from all of my pain from my outside world, and he just takes me into his. And that is something that not many artists can do, I think. His songs have got so much meaning to them. Ed Sheeran, he's amazing. And he undergraduated from the age 18 in 2009 in early 2011. So his genres is pop, folk pop, and hip hop. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I love those kind of styles of music because they've just got some beat and tone and so much. I don't even know how to explain it, you know? It's in his early life, he moved with his family to Hebburn Bridge to Flemington in Suffolk. He has an older brother named Matthew who works as a composer. Sheeran's parents, John and Imogen, are from London. His grandparents are Irish. So that kind of shows you where his strong accent comes from. Ed Sheeran is absolutely amazing. I have found so much love out of listening to his music. He has just got a way of letting you go right through. In 2014 to 15, he released his next album called Multiply. Now, I love Multiply. It's not one of my most favorite albums of his. I think I much rather have listened to what's it called? I love his first and last album most. I just love the words and the tone of his voice in those ones. I get sent away with everything that he writes and does, and he's just absolutely amazing. He's not only one of the most listened to singers, his love of rap became from listening to Eminem, which is one of his favorite musicians. Now, I can't say I listen to Eminem myself, but he has got such talent. And I think that's how Ed became so successful with his rap. He learned how to rap so fast. You should listen to one of his third song. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Uni, UNI. So he raps really, really fast in that, and you can't even understand a word he says, which is quite funny because I can't rap. So I wouldn't be even able to understand a word that rappers can sing. Like, honestly. But the way he does it, he expresses it, and he doesn't do like a screamo kind of way, and he doesn't make it like he's showing off, or he's just so pure, which is pretty cool. Ed Sheeran has just got such a diverse voice, and I think that by being having that is amazing, because he taught himself, and with a lot of knockbacks, he's just come so far in life, and I believe that everyone has the potential to do that, like just achieve your dreams, and yeah. Let me tell you some meanings behind Ed Sheeran's songs. So, I love to find out meanings behind songs, because then it just makes that song so much more special. And I know the meaning actually behind the A-Team. So, the A-Team was about a young girl who was a prostitute, and she used all her money on drugs and alcohol, and she became homeless. And I think that's so sad, but he captures so much. And one of his other songs in his first album was called Small Bump. That was about one of his friends who lost a child, and it was torn from life at 4 months to go. So that's really sad. He just captures so much sadness, but also emotion, meaningful emotion. And I think that is important to be able to do, because to be able to write songs, you need to actually have the capability of actually putting meaning behind it. And he does that so well. And so the song lyrics, so this part of Photograph is when I'm away, I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through the phone, wait for me to come home. So far as interpretations go, everyone's comments are so admirable, heartfelt throughout, and overall relatable, but no one's looked into the actual song lyrics for this beautiful song, Photograph. Firstly, in first case, you haven't seen it yet, so go on YouTube and check it out. I really recommend it. But he put it out a few hours before Mother's Day. It's not just about a relationship with your partner. It's more about restoring the relationship with your family, more specifically Ed and his mother. Loving can hurt seems to come from the mother's or caretaker's point of view, because taking responsibility for a child can be frustrating, as it says on this website. But the pre-chorus, we keep this love in a photograph, describes all the memories they've made. Then the chorus comes in. In the chorus, so you can keep me, relates to when Ed decided to leave home and pursue full-time music. That is honestly so special, and I respect that people can do that with their music. Another one is called I See Fire. Now, I love this song. It starts off with, "Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's soul. And should this sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over Durian's son." So I See Fire is a song about the destruction, and I See Fire is basically about one of the kings under the mountain, and if you've seen the movie The Hobbit, this song features in it. So if you like that movie and you like Ed Sheeran, then I think that might be the perfect time to go. Let's go to Shape of You. Now, Shape of You, as I say before, is one of the most listened to songs in our generation today. So it starts off with, "The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go." He is in love with her body and loves her for the reason. But that's not the only reason he sings this song with the lyrics like this, just because her body. No, this is much more than that. This is like Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare. By the characters don't die in the end, which is good that they don't die in the end of Shape of You. So, taking away from today has been inspirational, because I think Ed Sheeran has gone through so much in his life, and by him just being able to take that all away and make it into something so creative as this. I love it. To be honest, I actually love it. Has everybody heard the song Thinking Out Loud? If you haven't, be sure to go check it out on YouTube. Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. Now, Thinking Out Loud has a part in it where him and a lady are dancing. And the video clip just explains so much about the actual song itself and the way that he was meant to interpret it. I love this song because it's not only about him, but he's got a way in his music videos that he can just transform you, and when you're listening to it, it's honestly amazing. Many of us have probably heard a lot of his songs, of course, because radio, he's on Smooth FM a lot, which is what my family and I actually listen to, Smooth 91.5. And I honestly just, every time his song comes on, I just get so excited because I know this is going to be the day I can be happy. He's just, by listening to his lyrics and the way he sings it, it's not just the words he uses, it's the way he expresses the words. And I just find it so much easier to listen to, and we can all be transformed by him. So, taking away from today, we've learnt quite a little bit about Ed Sheeran himself. I might do another Ed Sheeran in the future, but for now, this is 2Sweet Music signing off. Thank you for listening.